Rudebuoyz. We pon the scene and ting. This is the Dirty Immigrant.
The Scallon.
Yes, and this is our special Valentine's Day bonus episode coming up here. We're not going to talk about, get the candles going. We may talk about that a little later on, but right now, since we're both single, we've been single for a while, we're going to talk about a little bit, in a humorous sense, the perils of being single.
And for some people, it might even be the perils of being in a relationship,
Yeah, we hit on that too because, being single, the cool thing about being single is that we can sit back and watch people screw up relationships, We can sit back and, you see it on Facebook, man. Woo! You know what I mean? But one of the very first questions I want to ask here and one of the very first things I want to talk about is the dreaded Friendzone. So Scotland, my brother.
Sorry.
Have you ever been friend zoned?
Oh yeah, numerous times.
Numerous
times. Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it took me a little while to learn. I learned the hard way several times, I guess, if you want to call it that.
So give us a scenario without divulging names. How that come about?
All right. Well, typically it's because you're paying attention to them, and they obviously they're not getting attention from somewhere else.
Yeah.
But you're giving it to them.
Yeah.
So as long as they are still it's obviously as us being guys.
Yeah.
As long as the girl is still single, she's gonna want to hang out with you all the time.
Yeah.
You're going to be going over to her place. She's going to be coming over to your place. You're going to be, you're going to go to dinner together. You might go to a movie together. You're going to, but you're best friends,
And you get a little taste of that relationship thing.
And the thing that always, the phrase that I have said that if I ever hear again, you're done.
Yeah.
We are done. I don't even want to be friends with you anymore. We are done. Unless, of course, I don't feel anything for that person either.
Yeah.
Then obviously there's a little change there. But when you hear, why can't I find a guy like you?
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You're saying, basically, why can't I meet some sexy bad boy who has your personality?
Yeah.
Basically, is what you mean, yeah.
Kind of like
that only happens in Hollywood.
Kind of like when they watch the halftime show, the Super Bowl, they go, Moron 5, ooh, Mr. Levine.
I like how
tattoos,
you're calling them Moron instead of Maroon 5.
Yeah.
It's so funny because on the old Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny used to say, what a maroon, instead of obviously saying, what a moron. And now they're Maroon 5, and you keep calling them Moron 5. I love it. I think it's hilarious. But
So you're in the friend zone.
Mm-hmm.
What does that feel like?
Well, once you definitely figure out you're in the friend zone and it's not going anywhere else, you're just like, well, this sucks. Because then as soon as they meet another dude, you never hear from them again.
Yeah.
And I mean, never until that relationship goes wrong.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's, hey, you doing anything later? I really need a friend to talk to.
Yeah, I need a man's opinion.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And, I mean, like I said, literally, you will never hear from them again.
Yeah.
Until it goes bad.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate thing is a lot of times is as it's going bad and you're trying to comfort them, and no, guys, get your minds out of the gutter. You're trying to comfort them and hopefully get them to realize you don't need this guy. He's a loser. He's treating you like garbage. They'll come cry on your shoulder, as we have said on the show for years, the emotional concubine.
Yeah.
They'll come cry on your shoulders, then they'll go right back to the guy who makes them cry.
Yeah.
Then they'll come back to you, cry it out, then go back to them. I'm like,
you know what that is? It's the makeup bangala. you know what I mean by bangala? It's the boom boom. You know what I mean? It's the makeup sex. That's what they go back for because it's all that emotion but once that ends, the trouble starts again.
Exactly.
It's like drinking. Yeah. You drink to forget your problems. You wake up with a hangover, and then when you get
and then you remember your problems.
You remember
what I have. Okay, I've never been on a hangover because I've never been drunk, but I have seen from people I have known. they begin to remember their problems while they're on the hangover,
Yeah.
which increases
The
the
depression.
oh
I know,
man.
yeah. Then they really start throwing up emotionally. Hey man, you know what? What she did? Blah. You know, next thing you know, you got a vomit of emotions all over you. You know what I mean? But
yeah, no, the friend zone sucks. Now, obviously, like I said, if you're thinking of them as no more than just a friend either,
Yeah.
then it can obviously be a great thing.
Yeah.
You know, you've got each other to lean on, whatever. But the friend zone, as obviously everybody really knows it as, it sucks. It really does.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you keep hearing, oh, why can't I find a guy like you? And then as you're about to say, oh, what do you mean a guy like me? I'm sitting right here. It's like, oh, but you remind me of my brother.
Yeah. You see, they keep saying that, but they really don't want to date a guy like you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And listen,
but you better be around whenever they need you.
Oh, yeah.
You better be around.
Yeah, move some
or else
heavy
you're in
body to
trouble.
you.
Well,
You know what I
not
mean?
even just that. It's, you know, I don't care if you have plans. I need you right now.
Yeah.
Old dude's making me cry. I need you right
Yeah.
now. So I don't care what you're doing. You better come over here.
Yeah.
Because, okay, we've even witnessed ladies who obviously didn't want to date us.
Yeah.
But even us just being friends
Yeah.
and no more than friends,
Yeah.
and even us knowing this is going nowhere more than just friends
Yeah.
with another girl, it ticks that other one off to no end. They get mad. You'll go finally hang out back with your original friend zone one,
Yeah.
and they'll start saying something bad about the other girl.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you hang out with her? She's
yeah.
such a
Yeah.
you know, like, excuse me?
Like, I'm divorced, right? And I've had girls who are friends with me if I say something about my ex-wife, something that's sort of a little bit, because I never say nothing negative about her. But if she does something that irritates me and I says it, boy, they go off. That blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You should just blah, 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 blah. And I have to check them, you know what I mean? Because, listen, we're friends, which means we're going to have a little disrespect.
Yeah.
You know,
Plus,
I'm venting to you. I'm not telling you to tell me what to do.
Plus, the other thing is, it's not like you are venting about her every day.
I know.
There's
I
the
know.
one in a blue moon where it's like, man, really did she really do this?
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's it. You know, I never go off on a tirade. You know what I mean? Oh,
No,
man,
you do
blah,
not.
blah, blah, blah,
You do
know what
not.
I mean?
I've known you. Ever since I've known you, you've been divorced, and we've
Yeah.
known each other for a long time. And I've never heard you just go, you know, and just go off for a while.
and
But
vomit my emotions.
yeah,
all over.
exactly. but yeah, girls who want you in no more than the friend zone will get mad if you are friends with other girls.
Yeah.
And here's a funny story. You've heard this.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm not going to say the name of who it was, but a certain former softball player, which obviously, you know, when they're on the team,
Yeah.
everything's professional, that sort of thing. But even while they were on the team, I had a certain former player admit to me that they hoped that I would never get a girlfriend because they knew that meant less time for them.
Yeah. Less attention given to them.
Less attention for them. They knew that it's like, oh, man, but wait, if I want to get on the field on our day off, he might actually have plans. Oh, no, we can't have that. Wait a minute, he may not want to come in and babysit study hall anymore. Oh, no, we can't have that. Oh, wait, he may not want to be hanging around the clubhouse as long as we might need him to anymore. Oh, no, we can't have that.
He might not tighten my glove because he have to text his girlfriend.
Yeah. Here's the thing. When I have a job, you need your glove tightened, I'm going to tighten your glove. And the one big reason why I told them, hey, if you need me to come, if you want to go to the field on a day off, let me know, because I lived 4 blocks away from the field.
Yeah.
It was a lot easier for me to get there. Now, unfortunately, a couple of former coaches that we had took full advantage of that.
Yeah.
You know, so even if I had plans, it was like, no, you better cancel your plans because somebody just texted me and said, hey, I want to get on the field. You better go let them in.
Yeah.
I'm an hour and a half away from town. Well, you better get back there, you know.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. So, yeah, that player actually admitted to me that they did not want me to be in a relationship, to be happy, because it might mean less attention for them.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You know what I mean?
Man, now I see where I stand with you all.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about paying attention, because that comes up.
Yeah.
The truth reveals itself. This ugly head.
Yeah, exactly. And it was funny because she revealed the truth with you standing right there.
Yeah.
And you're going, oh man, I can't believe this, And she's going, I'm just saying the truth here.
Yeah,
She's like, and I was like, was this just you or a couple people? She goes, no, it was the whole team. I'm like, oh, come on.
This guy was friend-zoned by 20 girls at once.
Friend-zoned by ones that I couldn't even date anyway. It's like, what the heck? Completely unethical, first of all. It's like, man, I could get fired if anything happens.
Yeah.
But yeah. Exactly. Completely friend-zoned by ones that it's like I personally have to put you not even in the friend zone. You're in the player zone.
Yeah.
Don't think about that kind of player, folks, okay?
Yeah. Get your man on the Grand Canyon.
It's like you're kind of in the untouchable category.
Yeah.
But I can't have happiness away from you all?
No, dude.
Man.
Because, you're the
I am the emotional concubine.
Yeah, you're the surrogate BFF then.
Yeah. Well, I do have to say this though. There was one time, and this was the last time I had heard any kind of relationship problems that any of the players ever had. When one of them gave the absolute dumbest reason as to why a guy broke up with her, and I just said, you know what, that's it.
Yeah.
And it was in a room. It was in a room of at least half the team because it was just before study hall was getting started, and she was telling everybody why they broke up. And I was like, that's it. I don't want to hear any more of this. You all continue to choose to date these absolute idiots time after time after time after time. And the dumbest reasons, although this one took the cake, the dumbest reasons as to why they broke up with you or how many different girls they've cheated on you with, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah.
You all want to keep dating these idiots. Don't talk to me about it.
Yeah.
I'm done. Don't want to hear it. And they're all looking at me like, is he serious? And then I looked at my watch and said, by the way, it's 7 o'clock. Study hall. Shut up. And they're going, whoa, he is serious. I'm like, I don't want to hear this anymore.
See, I don't know how you American men deal with that stuff. And
I used to, but not anymore, man. Not anymore.
Okay, I'm from a different culture. Where I'm from, it's yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
You know where you stand. There is no tag along. There's I want all the attention. I didn't know anything about that. So
people here, I swear, it's almost like, okay, people in this country are obviously in love with pets, right? I've got a dog, take the dog on it. Man, I swear they keep their dogs off of a leash more than they do their friend zone people. I'm going to keep you on a leash, but I'm going to let my dog walk freely.
I'm going to let my dog bite that stranger, but I'm
going to let my dog
biting nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to let my dog potentially run across the road and get hit by a car, but you're standing right here next to me.
I mean? But coming from a different culture, the whole I knew nothing about the friend zone. So I met this girl, right? Woo, man, she was a nice looking chick, and nice girl too. You know what I mean? So I met her, and I was like, well, hey, I'm thinking Caribbean, I'm thinking Grenadian style. I'm gonna talk to her. She's gonna say yes. She's gonna say no. A year later, after cooking up the exotic food, you know what I mean? Going over there, she's sick, blah 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 blah. After all of that. The first hint that I didn't get was I was at a party one time, and she was around me. You know what I mean? We were hanging out, and oh man,
somebody forgot to turn their phone on silent.
But I was at a party and thing, and
speaking of which, I better check my phone to make sure it doesn't go off.
I was at this party and thing, and. Let me make sure I put this on silent here. It's probably work calling me to come in. But so I was at this party, and she was there, and there was this strange guy just being really angry. Every time she talked to me, I'd be like, well, who is this dude? I don't know who this dude is.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's like, but luckily he was a little shrimp, and I'm 7'1", so, he wasn't about to attack me or anything like that.
No, that's why he's just over there fuming.
Oh, he was fuming, you know what I mean? Well, I didn't think nothing of it. After the party, we still hanging out, and of course, and the weird part about it is, there was another girl there blocking. Okay, Now, I don't know if she had the girl blocking or if it was coincidental because the other girl had a crush on her. That's what I found myself in, people. I don't even know what I was doing because, my ex-wife never did that. I met her, boom, vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got married and stuff like that. It didn't happen. Well, it happened kind of quick, but
Yeah.
But still. So, but anyway, I was in the middle of some stuff, dude. Imagine my confusion because I wouldn't be I was like, whoa, okay, how do I deal with that? And that girl was always there. So then,
I think I've heard this story, but it's been a long time.
So the thing about it, here's what a year later, what I found out was that she was using me to make that dude jealous. A whole year, dude. I fell for that friend zone thing for a whole year. You understand what I mean? And this is how she tell me, okay? I had kind of cut it off. Wasn't talking to her. I'm at work one day, and I get an email through my work email saying, "Hey, it's New Year's Eve. You want to hang out?" But I didn't have any plans, So I say, "Well, let me go hang out." That's dude. The first night of the year is when I heard pretty much that she was using me to make another dude jealous. The first night of the year. Guess what? That was the only time that ever happened to me. It ain't never happened to me again. I mean, I watched my P's and Q's after that. And that was my first and only instance with the friend zone. No, many have tried since. You see how I handle that.
Yeah, I have. And that's what helped me learn. Because unfortunately, I did go through it a few times. I mean, okay, you remember a certain somebody who was over here at the radio station that I was getting close to, who'd never even told me that she was dating somebody.
Yeah.
Until I told her how I felt.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, I got a boyfriend." But I feel the same way about you. I was like, "Oh,
you
Lord."
know what I mean? The thing.
Then I'll just go ahead and give a little summarization of everything that happened. So this was at the end of a spring semester.
Yeah.
She goes home, I go home. She ends up telling me, "Well, I want to stay with him." Okay, fine. We come back to school in the fall. Within 2 weeks, she's the one making moves back on me.
Yeah.
And then she ends up breaking up with old dude.
Yeah.
So, all right, now we're together. Cool. Good. All right. Christmas break of that semester comes up, and she ends up saying, "I think I just want to be single for a while." Okay. All right. Fine. Whatever, All right. Well, it didn't take very long before I kind of figured, I was like, I think she's back with him.
I remember that.
Yeah, I think she's back with him. Now, I was still hanging out with her some, but for me, it was more or less, at this point, just somebody to hang out with, And we get to a Valentine's Day. And, well, it was around Valentine's Day. I don't think it was on Valentine's Day. But so anyway, we're watching one of those countless movies of guy falls in love with girl who's getting married. Girl falls in love with this other dude as well. Realizes she doesn't want to get married but won't break off the wedding. So what's going to happen? Oh, no. So the guy comes in, breaks up the wedding, and they run off together. Oh, Lord. Couldn't predict this one was going to happen, So we get to the end of the movie. Credits are rolling. We're sitting there over at her apartment. No, we did not go to the movie theater for this one. Thank God. And she looks at me. She goes, "Would you do that?" I said, "Do what?" She goes, "Do that," and just points at the TV. I'm like, "Do what?" And because in my mind, I'm thinking, well, yeah, I could act in something like this. That'd be great. Sure, I'll get paid to do that.
I'll kiss on some pretty little girls.
Sure, yeah, but yeah. And then she goes, "No, like break up a wedding." And I go, "Excuse me?" She goes, "Yeah, if you really loved somebody and you knew they loved them, but they were going to get married, would you do that? Would you break up a wedding?" And I went, "Hell no."
Yeah.
And she looked mad. And she goes, "Why not? But what if you loved her and she knew you loved you?" I said, "If she loved me and she was about to get married," I said, "that's up to her to break up the wedding."
Oh, yeah.
Because that's her relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not in that.
Yeah,
this is not a three-way.
I was like, I am not walking into a church and going, I object.
Yeah.
Run with me.
You know what I mean?
Heck no.
Let's run off into the nothingness of the sunset.
Yeah.
See, that
and
kind of
she
stuff
looked
real.
mad. And in my head, I'm going, oh, no. I know what you're thinking. Hell no.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
She did end up marrying that dude, which I will say this. The only person in her life that liked her dating that guy was her grandmother.
Yeah.
Everybody else hated her being with that guy and loved me.
Yeah.
Her mom, her dad, her friends, her brother, they all loved me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hated him.
Yeah.
Who did she marry? Him.
You know,
guess whose wedding I didn't break up?
Check this out, though. It seems, on a kind of a semi-serious note, it seems like people like dating the enemies. They figure if you're a friend, you stay a friend. If you're a friend, that can't be a romantic situation. You know what I mean?
But
I'm not turned on by that person.
But you know what's funny, though, is whenever you talk to people who are in relationships that have gone on the longest and that work really well, what do they always say? I married my best friend.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
They always, that is like the common denominator of so many long-lasting relationships that we have seen.
Yeah.
You know, and both sides will say that. It's not like the guy says, well, I married my best friend, and she's sitting there going, yeah, whatever. Yeah. You know, they'll both say it. You know, like, yes, like I can tell this person anything. You know, we can, you know.
And you can also be friends with your ex without that situation going, and that's the thing.
Yeah, everybody thinks you've got to get revenge on your ex.
if they're your friend through the marriage, then if something goes wrong, then friends could work stuff out and still be friends.
Mm-hmm.
So if you end up hating that person so much, unless it's a vicious, abusive, situation, I could understand. But if you guys end on amicable note, you can still be friends instead of going, I can't believe he's dating that, blah, 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 like we see in people do. Is that what I'm saying? I can't believe she's dating that, blah. You know what I mean? I don't care who you date after you leave me. You go do your thing. You think the grass is greener. I'm going to stay chocolate on this side because chocolate grass is the best grass you could ever have. You understand? But the whole friend zone thing was like a shock to me, and trust me, quite a few people tried it. Quite a few come up to me and say, well, and it's not best friend anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We BFFs.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to message me every day, all day. It's like we're not in a relationship here.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many girls I've had to tell?
Are you ignoring me? Yes.
It's like this. I've had to tell several girls. I look at my watch. They're sitting at my house because we friends. It's 3:00 in the morning. I had to go. Hey, we ain't gonna go in the bedroom and chill out and cuddle. You know what I mean? We're not gonna do anything.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna. You gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta get some sleep. You understand what I mean? You're just a friend. You understand? You see? Now this leads me into a new category that I have come up with.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean? The best way to deal with that is put them in what I call the AZ, the acquaintance zone. You understand? I don't hate you. You know what I mean? I still care about you if you're really, 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 really in trouble. And you have to really, 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 really be in trouble.
I should have counted how many that was.
Give me a call. Don't think of me first. Think of the idiots you date first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, think of the idiots that you think is hot. Call that Levine guy from Moron 5. Call him. You understand what I mean? Call him first. Let's see how quick he's going to drop his guitar and come running with his shirt off and tattoos and flex in front of you to make you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I say? I think you go in the acquaintance zone. You're not calling me every day. You know, no. Because have you ever noticed that when you're in the friend zone, very rarely they call you to find out if you're doing okay?
Yes.
But they expect you to call them.
Only one time. And honestly, this was somebody that I wasn't planning on dating anyway, but I still kind of considered it the friend zone because I knew she never wanted to date me, and I was basically helping her through a relationship that she got herself into that she liked to blame me for because it was an old friend of mine. I remember that
too.
I put a post on Facebook that I forget which one of them commented first, and then the other one commented, and then they got their own thing rolling after that. So she liked to blame me for it. I was like, I never told you to comment on anything. And I certainly never told you to go date him. So, but anyway, she was the only one that I can honestly say that it was a legitimate friend zone that she would say, hey, just want to see how you're doing.
Yeah. I guess you could call my ex that too because she always hey, what are you doing? You know?
But I
guess
guess essentially, does that really count as the friend zone since they're actually showing care for you?
Yeah. And not care for themselves. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, the acquaintance zone, which brings the question, can a man and a woman be friends?
I think so, because I have had a few relationships where we've been just friends.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere else. They knew it wasn't going to go anywhere else. And we were just friends.
Yeah.
No matter how much, especially with one specific friend that some people like to try and say, I know something's going on with you two. And like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's not.
Yeah.
You know, are you sure? Like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, nothing is happening. Like, yes, do we hang out with each other all the time? Yes, but nothing is happening.
No, that leads to a further question. If you have a crush on somebody, should you guys be friends? I say no. Because
I say no if, no if you can definitely tell it's not going to be reciprocated, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's because
that I learned the hard way.
Because even the nicest person will take advantage of you if they realize you're smitten.
Yes.
The nicest person will.
Yes.
They wouldn't even know they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you call them, that's going to break up the friendship anyway because they're going to feel so awkward after that. They're not going to come around.
Yeah.
You understand? That's why I slip them into the acquaintance zone. Once every 6 months I might call you and see how you're doing. You know what I mean?
Remember, you got to really be in trouble.
And I ain't talking about coming and ask me to help you move and stuff like that. No. I'm not breaking my back for you. And I know that sounds really bad, but unless you have 6 other dudes there, including your man, I'm not helping you. I'm not going to be the only dude there breaking my back for you. No. You got to get half a dozen plus your man.
Then I'll join.
Then I'll join and help. That way my back is not the only back being broken for you. And I know that sounds bad, but like I said, people will take advantage. And I'm not saying that people that I know before me took advantage, because I have volunteered to help people because I know they're by themselves and they need help.
Yeah.
And nobody else will. And they weren't dating anybody at the time. And so I have done that. And that's cool if you help a friend like that. But when they make this thing a habit, I'm not doing it.
Oh, yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that's my workplace calling to see if I would come in.
No.
You're on a podcast. My work is calling. They tried to kill the romance, man. They tried to kill the romance podcast, but I know.
Well, and obviously in the time that I have spent working with the softball team, it has allowed me to witness more things that make me go, damn, were my quote friends saying these things about me when I wasn't around? You know, when you hear a girl look at their phone and go, he's messaging me again, I wish he would stop, he's so annoying, and I look at them and go, well, have you told him to stop? Well, no, I don't want to be mean. Like, well, if you don't tell them to stop, they're not going to stop.
Yeah.
They're thinking you're in this too. You're tagging them along. Don't do that.
Yeah. You know.
Oh, but that'll be mean if I tell them to stop. Well, then don't complain about him not stopping.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And I have this friend. We went out we in a group. It was just me and her. And she was talking about, this guy from India, he's talking her. Oh, this, that, the other. He's sending her poetry and stuff like that. Well, in other countries, that's what we do. That's the way we quote women. We don't come up there.
That's old-fashioned courtship.
We don't come up there and grab our crotches and go, what up, girl? You know,
what you doing tonight?
You know, what you doing tonight? You know what I mean?
You coming home with me. That's what you doing.
Yeah, I want the neighbors to know my name tonight.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Steal Your Girl type of stuff, you know what I mean? But, and she was like, I said, well, have you told him to stop? No. Then I said, he's not stalking you. Just tell him to stop and he'll stop.
Yeah.
No, she turned away and started talking to others. You know what I gather from this, and watching at her body, looking at her body language and the way she presented the whole thing, she actually was flattered by this
Oh, yeah,
whole
she
thing.
loved the attention.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, she would have told him to go away and stop. You know. But you
Well,
know,
and that's something I've noticed too. I'm like you're obviously loving the attention if you're not going to tell this guy to stop.
dude, that same girl, she tried that with me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had Snapchat. I don't anymore. But I had it. And she keeps sending me these pictures, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? These Instagram model pictures and stuff like that.
Oh, Lordy.
And I said, I'm going to start saving these. That was the end of the stuff. That's because she had a girlfriend at the time. What is up with me and that stuff? What is up with me and these?
Well, okay. Did you remember? Okay, the girl that I had told the story about before. You know, the one that I didn't know she had a boyfriend until when I had said something. When we were actually together, I can't remember if you were there or if you were just there later when she told the story. But she was sitting outside at the student center with some people, and I walked up to talk to her about something real quick, and then I had to come back over here to the station, and there was a gay guy sitting there, and apparently he told her, girl, it's a good thing you snatched him up or else I would. I'm like, don't I have a say in this?
Yeah, no, you don't.
Well, apparently not, but my answer would have been, no.
Yeah.
Look, do your own thing, just don't involve me in it, because
you know,
I'm not like that.
That's
so,
not the type of Valentine's Day we looking for.
No.
As a matter of fact, we ain't looking for no Valentine's Day because every day should be a day like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?